So, hi Aquarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or like I always say, you've all got an 11th house somewhere and you've all got Aquarius somewhere in your chart. And for some of you might have, that might be your 11th house. That is for some people. So, and also just the fact that, and also I'm loosely, this is for, the things I would be doing it for would be the sun going in Sagittarius. Well, it's the last day of Scorpio season on Monday, the 21st. Very intense day. And that's actually when I'm starting the free 5-day challenge. And then, so the sun shifting in Sagittarius, Mercury and Venus, and then it would be the full moon in Gemini after that on the 7th of December. But we'll not go that well. I will go that far into it too. So, you don't need to have anything in Aquarius to watch this. So. And if you're new around here, the healing is we've done everything I do. So I'm not just reading cards. I'll use bits and bobs as all the other stuff that I do. But oh no, I don't think I can be arsed saying that big chat the whole way through all of these. So, so let's just get on with this. Right. So I'm going to try my best to do all of them live. I don't know. I'll not push myself. If I kind of have a couple more to do, then that's what I think I done that last time. I might do them the next day, but that's why it's actually more fair this time because I'm shuffling at the end of this, I'll shuffle to see what I'm going to do next. Oh yeah, that's quite a good idea. That is what I'll do. Right, so I'm just talking myself working this shit all out. So maybe someday Aquarius, something out there does that too. Right. So this is going to be the general energy. Now I've got a wee bit of a guideline for the spread that I've done for the collective, but there's no way that I am fucking doing that because that took ages. It took as long as it was meant to, and it ended on exactly 3 hours. If you're led to watch that as well, so that was quite interesting. I watched the first 20 minutes and I was like, God, that is quite nuts when I said the court thing and then I pulled the court card. I was like, oh. Right, so I'm just going to try and do a shorter version of this, and I've got my timers on 20 minutes. I'm just going to actually put it back to 20 minutes because we'll count it from now. So it's 20 minutes. So let's see how I do. Pray for me. Hello, Charlotte. How are you doing? Where is the Aquarius in your chart? Do you know? And you've got an 11th house, so look at what energy is going on there. And remember, you don't need to have a planet there. Right, so this is the overall energy. What have we got for the overall energy? And I'll read it from the book if I'm guided to, but I think that would only be if I'm really strongly guided to it. Otherwise, this will take forever. So today, as I'm channeling this on the it's the 15th? Yeah, on the 15th. My nose gets it to say that's the spirit world. And when I say that, just look out for something that I'm saying, feeling particularly significant, and it, could be coming in from a loved one in spirit, and I won't always recognise. If I do recognise and feel someone around me, I'll say it, I'll go with it. But there's something about children already. I'm getting pulled to the word children up there, and I've already mentioned there was a lot about children coming up on the other live stream for lots of different reasons. There's the collective one, and that's not a coincidence because Leo moon right now, as I'm channeling this, is the house of children, the 5th house. So it could be your inner child wounds, your actual children in your life, your children, or just children in your life. Like for me, the closest children around me are my nieces, but it's our friends' kids and stuff. So it's take it where it applies, or say it can be your own inner child. What do we need as a general overall card for Aquarius placements? Yeah, so what was I going to say? So yeah, Mercury shifting into Sag, Sun, Venus, and then the full moon in Gemini. Yeah, so on the 7th of December. So we've got regeneration. So I'm just trying to actually work out, am I going to do it well, I didn't do it that way. So there's a regeneration going on for both divine feminine and divine masculine. So if you're new around here, I'll start as I mean to go on. I'll need to say it if people are new. When I say divine feminine, divine masculine, you will lean more towards one or the other. And again, if you're new, don't always assume that because you're a woman, you're divine feminine. You may be the divine masculine, as you'll see around here a lot if you hang around. And yeah, so and also it can be that, you know, if you are more, if you appeared more as divine masculine when you're on my radar anyway, you could start to shift more into your feminine. But even that's all very fucking, gets all very confusing there, because you can still be primarily divine masculine, but you're balancing your feminine side down more. You know, it'd just be like, you know, opening more up to your feelings and bonding more with the females around you, you know, if you're a woman. And this is what that's what's been happening with my therapy clients in particular. Anyone that does any kind of deeper work with me, or even just loads of people that sort of tune in through here, because you've noticed that about yourself as well, haven't you, Charlotte? But it's kind of like, but what I mean by that is, you know, you may, when you unite with your twin flame, if you haven't already, you might notice that you shift into being divine feminine and, you know, they're divine masculine, or it could just be that it stays the same. So anyway, that's where I'm looking forward to people update me on that and what happens there. But actually, now I can think of a twin flame couple that I know that are married, that she's somebody that just, yeah, completely is appearing, ticks all the boxes for divine masculine. But it's, I know that it's kind of like I'm in her life to be kind of encouraging her to fall more into her feminine traits, so that her masculine, the masculine is complicated. It is complicated, these relationships. So yeah, there's a regeneration going on between both twins. So this is your own inner energy, and it's you and the other person. Oh my God, I can't be arsed saying that for every star sign, but whatever. That's why I say to people, watch all of them. Watch the first one I do. But that's going on for both twins, a regeneration. What's going on for the feminine generally? The inner feminine, or the feminine in this connection. Co-create, co-create with spirit, co-creating with the universe. And we've got cleaning up wherever, you know, people, places, situations, things that don't serve you anymore. The masculine, yeah, this is the way I'll do it. I'll just do it quicker. It's time to go. Fucking hell, they're doing the same. So it's just like, look, you know, my soul's feeling the calling. I've heard the clarion call is what I just heard. But like, I've heard the call. I need to go. Like, this part of my life's over. I need to move to the bit that I need to go to next. I need to go the distance, you know, I need to go the next part of the journey. I need to go get my twin. Well, that's kind of exciting. Right. So, so, oh, hello. I've not seen you for ages. Nicola. What do you, Nicola or Nikki, I remember. How are you doing? So, right. So we've got the other general energy for the feminine is victim mentality. Oh, so that came up in the collective reading. You might want to watch that if you've got a spare 3 hours. Make sure you're not falling into victim mentality wherever this is resonating with you. You know, are you that trapped as that guy chained to the bed, or are there things that you can do for yourself? Nicola, I knew it was Nikki or Nicola. How are you doing? Yes, no, it's lovely to see you as well. Family. So yeah, you know, I feel there's a focus on family here. And again, so that there we go. That was they're just clarifying me getting drawn to the word children. There's a whole lot of you might have 4 children, and sadly, you know, you may have a child in the spirit world as well. Someone watching this, and I can absolutely 100% feel that will be for somebody at some point watching this, because of different synchronicities I've had today. Because you can see there's a child in the sky. So for some people, it was literally 3 hours. Yeah, it's, you know, that child is a basket in the sky. So I do feel it's either a child that passed the spirit, or now, you know, or like say it could be abortion, miscarriage, or a child that passed, you know, they lived for a while and then went, or it's one yet to come. So be careful if you're not wanting that to happen. But yeah, it's got family on the card. So they're just, again, this could be your inner child as well, but it's just stuff that's coming up there. For the masculine, did I do the masculine yet? This is where I get lost. For the masculine, we've got teacher. So again, I really do feel with this, now this is interesting. I know it's a masculine's card. My nose is getting really itchy. So that, they're pulling me the word mediumship again. They've done this in the collective. I'm telling you, there is, I don't know who that is, but somebody's just listen. Oh, if you felt connected to what I was saying there, really listen, because the rest of the shit that I say, a lot of it will be for you. I feel it's going to be somebody that watches this further down the line, but that teachers thing, to get back to, you know, stick with the twin flame thing, because that's what I'm getting here. It's I mean, that you can be a twin flame that's went through that as well, absolutely, but it's this is about the masculine seeing their feminine as a teacher, like they're learning from you. So whether it's that, you know, you're doing something, you know, it doesn't need to necessarily be in the public eye. That can even be through people's personal profiles, you know, that you're talking about something that's teaching them, you know, or the person you're becoming is helping them become themselves, something along those lines. But it's something about, you know, you are being a shining light for them to be their true self. So that's rather beautiful. And then we've got, optimism. You know, you're shining a light, Aquarius, divine feminine energies, regardless of gender. You're giving them that hope and that optimism. And that's actually the energy that Sagittarius, anything, comes in with. I am Sag Moon, by the way. That is my new moon next week while we're doing the challenge. So I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Sophia. How are you doing? No, I don't think I will ever come back on Facebook, Nicola. No, I don't know. I don't know. I've been off it for a year. So I think it would very much depend on a strong, you know, feeling to go back. But I just feel all of that's going down the fucking shitter, if I'm honest. I was about to say toilet and I said it less polite, but yeah, I don't like the energy of any of it. And from the bits and bobs of what I've seen about, you know, what's happening with Facebook and that, all this, Facebook, Instagram, all that, I think they're dying off with the old energy. That's the best way that I can put it. So yeah, I'll never say never, but I don't have any plans to anytime soon. This is my jam right here. So if you want to find me on here, as you've done. Right. So, what were we going to do now? Oh, fucking hell, has that been 10 minutes already? Jesus Christ. Right, we need to go a bit faster here, Claire. Or Claire's guide's talking through Claire. Right, so weird job this, I know, but you got to roll with it. Right, so subconscious blocks for the feminine. I don't know about looking at the bottom of the deck anymore. We need to cut time out here. So the subconscious block for the feminine is success. This feminine has got a fear of success. It is a real thing. I had it, sometimes can fall back into it. It's all good. Just take your time, go at your own pace. It's going to take a while anyway. Things like, well, it doesn't always need to. You know, sometimes things can fucking surprise you. Aquarius energies are pulling me at it, but usually it's dedication, discipline, and, you know, sticking at something for a while. You know, that's the, you know, sort of Capricorn energy. But, you know, people can become an overnight success as well, but you don't want to kind of be fucking, you know, assuming that. Most people need to put in the hard work. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So again, when we're talking about related to the twin flame journey, it's a fear of success with the journey. Like, you know, how's this all going to work? How's this all going to work out? You know, I just feel like my mind's kind of actually, you know, whatever this Aquarius, whoever I'm connecting with right now, it's like someone's just kind of like, what if actually all my dreams come true? Like, that's actually quite overwhelming. That's what I'm feeling. Right, so it's like now they're pulling me something on the ground saying seasons and cycles. It's like, yeah, you feel like you've went through all the cycles, and, you know, there's a potential of seeing something in the horizon, and it's quite overwhelming. Right, so I said that weird bit. Right, what's the masculine block? Trust. Yeah, look, so this is just typical of a twin flame relationship. It's like relationship, you know, it doesn't seem right to say relationship, and some people say connection. It's trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So the feminine, you know, being that light and being that guide, and, you know, it's so this feminine particular that I'm picking up on is having, and when I say feminine, you could be you know, a man feminine, so just, you know, whatever. And you can also, by the way, the other confusing thing is, I don't often say this, but when I'm describing, oh no, I don't need to say that, because that kind of covered it. I was going to say, when I'm describing the feminine and the masculine, you know, you could flip it around. But actually, when I am specifically saying whoever the divine feminine is, whoever the divine masculine, you can see yourself in both too. I'm not going to, I keep wanting to over-explain that, but that's a thing. If I'm over-explaining myself, you may be someone watching this is over-explaining themselves. Yeah, discipline. Look at what I just channeled about discipline. Someone really needed that chat about staying disciplined and staying the course. Most things don't happen overnight. You do need to be dedicated. You do need to be disciplined, and you do need to stay the course longer than most people. You definitely do on the twin flame journey, and you definitely need to trust. So this masculine energy, or your masculine energy within you, is I can accomplish what I set my mind to, and accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. There you go. Right, we'll move on from that. What have we got next? So now it's the subconscious desires, right? So that's where I usually go to. Just try not to knock them all over. What have I just... You don't know how hard it was to let you go. My eyes just got drawn to that as I was picking that up. Definitely balancing out and tipping into divine feminine more. Good, glad to hear it. Allow that amazing shit to come into your life. Aquarius second house. Oh shit, I can't read that next bit. 11th house is in Scorpio. Oh god, right, that's important. So if your 11th house is in Scorpio and 11th house is Aquarius, and we're in the last week of Scorpio season, so yeah, really trust your intuition when it comes to friendship groups and groups in general. You'll get a really good sense of people. So is your Saturn in Scorpio in the 11th house? So you see, actually, Charlotte, that's interesting. The energy that I just channeled would be like that placement. Discipline, working hard, staying the course when it comes to things to do with the internet, and your work is the internet, mostly. So it's not the same as it used to be yet. See, I don't even need to know that. It's installed on my work phone, but I don't go on it unless I accidentally knock my hand on it, but I don't even let it, like when I do that, I just come back out. I'm like, oh, it's like they don't want me to go on it. I just don't like the energy of it. And you see, I don't call myself Crystal Clear Visions for no reason, because I didn't call myself that. They told me, right, call yourself that whenever, 8 years ago. And it's, I always get insight into things way before other people. So it's not a coincidence I came off Facebook and Instagram basically every other thing but here, like a year ago. And I think lots of people will start to, if they've not already started to do it, they'll do it. Because it happened when I went through one of my big spiritual awakenings leading up to my dark night of soul too. I came off my personal Facebook, like 7, maybe even 8 years ago. I think it was 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And then other people did do it after me, like people thought I was nuts for coming off at the time, but I thought, no, kind of bothered with it, man. It's just fake as fuck. I mean, I'm like that anyway, but it's probably worse now. Right. So some people can stomach fake as fuck shit. I can't. I'm a Blu-ray starseed fucking honest as they cut. I just can't be bothered with lies. You know what I mean? Being around anything that's fake. And most people are like, oh, but you can't live your life like that. And it's like, well, no, actually you can, and I do. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't like being around people that are fully shite, actually. So I feel when I'm channeling that, people are going to resonate. So the feminine wants to say to the masculine, a desire or a message is the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. I'm sure that's the one I pulled on the collective. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So, both those messages are my soul, my soul, my soul is all I'm sort of hearing when I'm reading it. It's like, I'm not going to leave you, which that's really beautiful. It's like, I know that me and you are connected. We are one soul in two bodies. However you want to see it, that is what it is. As long as you know who your true twin flame is, you're going to stay the course. Otherwise, I would question whether it actually is your twin flame or whether you're even one, you know what I mean? Right, so the divine masculine wants to say back, remember, this is the subconscious, so this is like those deep down stuff, down desires, and it can even be before the person's fully awake to the connection. So it can take a while for timelines to catch up. I'm sure as everyone's aware. So sometimes not too far away though. It just depends on with this time that we live in, because there's a lot of divine masculine energies that are wide of fucking awake. I'm not talking about the ones that are the women that I've been working with for ages that are trying away. I'm talking about the guys, that are out there. It's a lot of them are hermiting and healing, and they're awake to the connection. I'm trying so hard to figure out how to make it work for you, and they're doing that. There's lots of different heavy shit going on in people's lives, a variety, all different things. Some people are still in karmic marriages, some people are karmic partnerships, some people are feeling trapped by their own thoughts, some people are trapped with karmic family, you name it, different things for different people. But they love your telepathic bond. I love our telepathic bond. I feel you with me every day. That came up in the collective earlier and I was chatting about it, so you might want to watch that. Right, a wee desire. We cannot use the sexual tarot for that. So for the feminine to the masculine, the feminine is absolutely, this is interesting. This came up in that wee video that I done last night. That it was last night, wasn't it? Yeah. It's that, you know, the feminine's done with a heartbreak because we've pulled the Three of Swords, but it's in reverse. But you see, in this particular three, I did pull it in reverse, but for this particular Three of Swords, can you see there's a woman in the background? So that could be someone's ex, right? So, you know, change the genders about if you need to. The masculine doesn't need to be the man. The masculine could be the woman, and the woman could have like a man that doesn't, you know, that is a threat or something, like an ex or a current partner, or it could be same-sex couples, you know, just fit that wherever it fits. But on this card, you know, she's fucking lying back having a good time, whatever it was. But it's kind of like, you know, they're together and that person doesn't like it. So that's the kind of what I pick up from that card. But it's in reverse. So the heartbreak, you know, the feminine is kind of sort of saying to the masculine, it's like, you know, the worst is over. The heartbreak is over here. Oh, that how interesting it is. Somebody watching this or something to do with a marriage, you know, somebody's married to it. And also with these cards, they do kind of look like it's like, what the fuck am I doing? So, oh my God. Oh fuck, honestly, these are going to be so controversial and deep. Yeah, they just are, aren't they? Because I'm on Aquarius, which is controversial, and with my Aquarius placements, it's going to be unpredictable because Aquarius is anyway. But I don't usually get this from that card. That's fascinating. Usually I'm like, oh, it's a marriage, it's a union. But when I'm looking at these cards, they look like they're fucking hitting. They look like they're fucking taking part in something in the world. Anyway, but look, they look like they're fucking like staring into space, like, what the fuck am I doing? This is the wrong. I'm not maybe marrying this person, or why did I marry this person? it's like somebody waking up. It's like somebody spiritual awakening, being like, I'm in the wrong life. It reminds me of the bit in the Matrix where they're trying to pull. Is it Tiffany? Is it Tiffany? It is, isn't it? They're trying to pull her away. It's like, look, you need to come with the family. You know what I mean? And she's like, wait a minute, this isn't fucking real. So anyway, whatever you take from that, right? God. Right, so what have we got for the divine masculine? What does that mean? Wait a minute, I need to keep it there so that oh. Yeah, it's like the divine masculine can feel that some sort of judgment day is coming, that the divine is looking down on this connection as well. And I'm just getting this feeling that the worst is over. And oh, yeah, time's up. Time's up, and something's about to change for whoever I'm picking up on here. And I feel like it's like whatever you've invested, I feel like I want to say whatever you've invested a lot of time, energy into healing yourself, whoever it is, you know, both twins will be doing that in their own way, but I feel whatever it is you've been doing, it's not been in vain. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I don't want to just cut it short there. I'll just go quickly, as quick as I can. Right. I'll just use different. I'll just pick up whatever decks for whatever. Let's just fucking roll it. Right. So, oh no, wait a minute. I'll use the same ones. Right. So for the conscious mind, I'll sort it out for the next one because this will be too fiddly. Interesting, because someone sent me details about joining a membership and it didn't feel right. Well, trust that. You're always going to know. You're always going to know. See with your Scorpio energy and the 11th house of like the internet and social groups, that it's like, you know, I would say one of the reasons why you love hanging around here, right, is again because I'm a fucking amazing person and we're soul family. Do you know, we just, you know, the yin and the yang energy that we've got going on and all the other amazing people that you love around here. But besides that, it's because you like, you know, in connecting groups, you like real depth and connection and none of the bullshit of the day, you know, like myself. Like, so my Scorpio energy is, you know, it's the first house. So really what you see is what you get. And some people are not going to like how I am because I'm so deep, so intense, and so direct, you know, all the different reasons. But people that love that are going to fucking love my energy because it's like, just, you know what I mean? I was about to say there is a mystery around me as well because I've got Pluto conjunct Scorpio rising, you know what I mean? So there is that kind of whatever. It's like, what was it? One of my clients wrote for one of those reviews. Claire doesn't, you know, everything that happens with Claire in the therapy, the long-term stuff or a session, is like, you know, she just doesn't even, I do that many things that I don't even advertise them. And I always think that is a perfect way to put it. And actually that person has just agreed to, I'm going to be having a couple of people share their experiences with me next week during the challenge. So I'm really looking forward to that. Because whenever we've done that in a private group, people have absolutely loved it. So definitely, so those of you that were kind of keeping your eye on doing longer term work with me at some work, definitely at some time, definitely keep your eye out for hearing other people's experiences. And there's one on the playlist already if you want to go and see Jennifer's chat with me that we done on the last challenge. Right. Feminine in the conscious mind is I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. See how that tied in? It looks like I'm talking about something unrelated. The saint of authenticity. I'm at my authentic self in all circumstances. I'm even fucking flabbergasted by that because it's basically what I was just saying about myself. So see what I mean? I'm not Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, but it is my, you know, I know where it is in my chart. So it's kind of like, it's my third house. So it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's that resonates for what I was just saying about being authentic. So, and being myself, and not everyone's going to like it, but fuck them. And Aquarius people will like that. You know, they don't have to like it. They don't have to hang around. Why are you watching if you don't like it? Whether it's me or anybody else that does. Right. So I get extra sassy in Leo. It's quite fun. Right. So what does the masculine want to say back to that about the feminine just fucking owning it, being herself or his self? I've been through hell and back, right? They're having a bit of a shitty time. That's very in line with the collective energy right now. And this time around, I'll do things right. Please trust me again. That feels like a guy or a woman, whatever it is, that's had whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever you are, they are. It's so hard being PC in these days, but it's kind of like, you know, it's like, you know, you might be a soulless demon for all I know, you know, I can't be fucking checking all the boxes. But it's kind of like, yeah, that it feels like that divine masculine is went through a really rough time. And by you just being who you truly are, staying true to yourself, it's helping him or her come out of that rough time. That's what I'm getting from that. Right. So, and a wee message from your twin to you is the timing just wasn't right for us. So that could be in past lives, like when you were someone else, or it could be at some point in this life. I know I was a distraction from your pain. That's the card that always annoys me, but I always feel it's about, you know, on a soul level, your twin knew you had other stuff to complete in your life before you could get together. So it is really hard for your twin to let you go. So, you know, ignore what it looks like in the physical, because once your twin is awakened to all of that, it can look really quite different. I couldn't let you get close to me. Basically the same vibe I was just channeling there. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. You know what I mean? It's like somebody going through their spiritual awakening and be like, wow, fuck, this is like all fucking holy crazy. And some of it's really shit, but it's kind of amazing. And that's basically a twin flame journey. Right. And in the heart, your twin wants to say to you, I'm not going to do divine feminine, I'm just going to do here's it. Well, I will. How long's this one been? It's half an hour these need to be, isn't it? Only time will tell. Oh, I've kind of been saying that. There's one for the thumbnail. What have I done to my hair? That's from, yeah, I'm not going to say feminine, masculine. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Holy fucking shit. I mean, that is the energy of like what I was saying as well, my beloved. It's like, ignore what it looks like. And it's hard when people say that. Sometimes you're like, fuck you, do you know what I mean? When everything's going wrong around you in your physical world, you're like, no, actually I can't ignore my physical world. I could kind of fucking do a twin flame hug right now. Where the fuck is he? Or where the fuck's she? Do you know what I mean? Or they, whatever. Right, so right. Ascension message for the feminine. I'm just going to have to accept that these are going to have to be 30 minutes. I'm not going to get them all done today, or I'll be sitting here till 4 a.m. Take me home, pathway to true love, releasing lower self, masculine twin. Oh my God. Wow. I'm so geeky, but I love it. See, I love that about me, right? And I love that about you. If you're like that, I love that about me. Remember when I was saying that the divine feminines that I meet that show up as very masculine and I help them shift into their feminine, some will stay more masculine and the masculine's the feminine all the time. or it'll sort of swap about. But either way, releasing lower self, that is about women that are too busy all the time, you know, too kind of in the masculine traits. And, you know, you'll find, you know, and there's Charlotte sort of banging that up, that when you actually do just sort of soften, and it's weird, if you're more used to being in your masculine, it is really, really weird. I've, you know, been through that sort of part of my journey, but I can still have some weeks where I'm like, wow, I was far too much in my masculine. But like I say, the last sort of well, really this year, massively, it's been, you know, quite an adjustment to be like, you know, just there's been huge periods of this year where it's just really, really quiet, and that because they're just really pushing me even more into my feminine, you know what I mean? And just, you'll just be slowed right down, because the feminine is the, you know, you receive by feeling happy, being abundant, and it's you know, you do. So again, this basically is the, you know, without kind of going, I'll take ages to sort of say this, it's wherever you know yourself that you were kind of falling into being too busy, and, you know, kind of neglecting your more feminine parts, like just slowing down, having a rest, just watching a film, you know, for, you know, just to anything that you enjoy doing, but you weren't doing enough of it, and just sort of not feeling like you have to get it all done in a day sort of thing. That's what I'm getting from that, your masculine energy. And then it's like, you know, take me home, pathway to true love, 1111, you know, there might have been something significant there that shifted on that 1111 portal for you there. Of course, we're actually, I never even said that on the thing earlier, we're technically still in it, you know, for what, till about the what do you mean time check 7:35? Oh, just telling me the time. Yeah, thank you. I was like, what does that mean? Yeah, I know, I'll just finish it. I mean, I think I'll have to accept they need to be about 30 minutes, because this says 31 minutes. Does it say how long I've been on for you, Sophia? Right, divine masculine ascension process is, oh, the same one as the collective. Choose ease and grace and ebb and flow. They're feeling this soul merge going on, and you know, but there's still a bit of a resistance there, and it's like, you know, do I choose to stay in the old earth and, you know, the place that's dying out, or do I choose to go to the new earth? And like I say, it really is quite scary. And I know I reference the new Matrix film all the time, but it's because it's really helpful as a twin flame. Oh my god, oh my god. Right as I say that, the chosen one, which reminds me of Neo, that's so funny. Fast track to ascension. Oh shit. I mean, somebody really needs to, have you seen, right, I'll stop, I'm wrapping up now, because I think that's more realistic. 32 minutes. 32 might be significant with Sophia sort of doing that when I've said that. So, but yeah, fast track to ascension. Somebody's moving through the ascension process really pretty quickly, a lot quicker than you might think, actually. And they'll be with you in a jiffy. I literally did just hear that, so that's quite funny. Not for everyone, but it's for someone. The shadow card is for the feminine. The world awaits you, and don't doubt your self-worth. I am always enough. Yes, you are. For the masculine, don't be afraid to sing. So again, speak your voice. Masculines, you know, do need to do that. They need to be their true self, you know, speak it, but again, you know, take it at your own pace. But, and I've just looked at 33 minutes, that is my divine masculine sign, one of them. Don't seek anyone's approval. Oh, I love that. That is totally what divine masculine, regardless of gender, need to hear. Don't be afraid to sing. It could be literally something to do with singing, by the way, especially because someone I was speaking to before I came on here just spoke about the masked singing. Oh my god, this is crazy. That's mental. That was, I'm not even gonna lie, that was me talking to Sophia, so that's quite crazy that she had mentioned The Masked Singer to me, which is a program which I think is a load of shite, and I told you that. But I was like, that's going to have something to do with divine masculines, because I feel some divine masculines may actually like singing, like what I do all the time. A lot of the time I can't fucking sing. Maybe I might be able to sing some of them, but you know, it's not, I don't claim to. But the mask thing is, a lot of divine masculines are still wearing a mask, or are slowly sort of taking that mask off. So it's kind of, could be quite literal. Don't be afraid to sing if that's your talent, or even if it's just in jest, like what I do. But it could be, and it could be something about hearing the songs from your twin flame. But sorry, they're wanting to get in all these messages before I go. And somebody, your twin flames really wanting to thank you for being that shining light in their life. That's, oh fucking hell, okay, we get it. That star, someone's divine masculine has just really jumped on the bandwagon to pass on all these messages. And just, yeah, it's like, don't seek anyone's approval, divine masculine. That is the lesson that this divine masculine is learning. Like, just stop, give zero fucks. You know what I mean? Like, drop the fucking ego. Oh my God, give zero is behind it. You're giving too many fucks. You can't make this shit up. I used that earlier. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. This masculine is starting to realize I need to be more like my feminine. I just need to fucking give zero fucks and, you know, be vulnerable with her, him, be vulnerable with what this is me, you know, like it or lump it. Right. I love it. I love the energy of this one. In the physical, it's coming through so fast. See, this is coming through so fast. I'm telling you, something's going to happen very quickly in this connection that I'm picking up on. Right. So in the physical, we've got yin yang, because your energies are balancing. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves, which is why one being, you know, just loving life herself. Look, living in the moment. There's not, I always say this, but there's not many cards in this deck where it's one person, but that's one of them. She's just stopping to smell the roses. You attract romance by romantic love by enjoying your life fully. Just enjoy your life as you are now. Balance your own energy, and it's pulling someone in. It's pulling your twin in. Children may be affecting your love life. Your love life may be affected by children. It could be, again, I started this one off by saying about children. So it could be literal children on either side, or both sides, or it could be, you know, that you've got to consider the changes and all of that. And it could be your inner child. That's something about that, right? That's the feminine. Oh, so actually it could be children on the feminine side, you know, whether you're a man or woman. And the masculine has got release your ex. So perhaps the masculine is connected to someone there, but actually it was in reverse. So I think actually the time has come clear. This person's already released their ex, actually. And it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Actually, that fits with what I was saying about something's going to happen sooner than what you think. Free yourself. Yeah, someone's actually just freed themselves. It's time to take back control of your life. My kids are doing my head. Right, so probably that Leo moon making them hyper playful. Right, this is just too, I need to cut with it. Like, everything's fucking falling. Look, I just feel like somebody can, this is always part of it, but somebody's just feeling like everything's out of control. Everything's fucking tumbling down around you, because that's what's happening to me right now. I mean, I'm being overly dramatic to get across the message, but it's like everything's falling here. But I've got under control. So you've got more under control than what you think, right? I need to put that up there. But actually, I think they just wanted me to use, I think they wanted that to fall so that I could pick a card from here to tell you that tune into the rhythm of nature, let us connect together. There's someone wants you to go a walk in nature to clear your head and talk to them in the spirit world. Don't rush into making big decisions right now. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Take your time with healing and sweeten your voice, because my throat went really funny. Never forget your love. Love never dies. Someone just wanted to pass on their love there. I don't know why the fuck they're pulling me to the panda, but there might be something significant about the panda there. To me, panda is yin yang, so that actually ties in with me pulling the yin yang card. Right, I need to bring this to a close now. So we've got forgiveness has fallen on the floor, so there's forgiveness happening in this connection, and the feminine has forgiveness. That's better. Like, we just fucking told you what the message is, and resolving conflict. Listen, that's weird, but it's because I'm in the energy that reminded me. Resolving conflicts has come up. That came up the last time I channeled the Aquarius message. So look, the Aquarius message, either you are the man that's like that. Stomach's rumbling again. It's like either you are the man that's kind of in a dark place or needing that extra healing, or you're the woman. But you know, it's a woman reaching down to a man here, and that is the masculine card. So just take away it fits. Right, guys, that was a bit kind of like, but like say, it's going to be like that for all of them, because that's just how it's coming through. So we'll take Aquarius out because I've just done that. And who am I going to do next? What time is it actually? Yeah, I've got time to do. I'm going to do one more. So, and then I'm going to do another live, which is funny because to me it feels like I am doing different ones, but people are going to be like, "What's the fucking difference?" Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to do one more, and then realistically, I'll try to be 20 minutes, but I'll be 30 minutes ish. And then I'll be on the live. So I'd imagine I'll be on the live for everyone, only for 30 minutes, at about roughly 8:15 my time. So in the next sort of 30 minutes. And I'll be around for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Hang around. If anyone wants a personal message, you can donate for that. And other than that, yeah, I'll just hang around and do another collective message for 30 minutes if nobody wants a message, and then I'll carry on with as much of these as I can be bothered. No, I was going to say as I can be arsed doing, but it's how, I know when I feel like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore, so I'll do it. So I think that's a message for someone as well. It's important for you to recognise when you don't want to do something anymore, when you're done with whatever that is, a relationship, a friendship, work. Take the message where it resonates. What sign are we doing next? And maybe it's going to resonate for Virgo, because Virgo's who I'm doing next. So take some time to digest what I said, because it's got digest in it. What a funny word. That is not a word that I would ever use for Virgo, but we are all different. It is, because it is your everyday house of health and well-being, I guess. And yeah, your everyday life, but kind of a funny word. Right, guys, thank you for joining. One is super aggressive. I've cleansed them both. Oh dear. What? You see, now I want to work out what's your kids' star signs again? Right, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, and thank you for liking and commenting. And Nicola, it was nice to see you on here. And right, let's go and do Virgo, and I'll see you in 30 minutes if you're joining me on the collective one. Right.